Can Yaman's name is back in the headlines, but this time not for a new screen project, rather for the most heartfelt confessions about his private life. In an interview on AB Talks, the actor showed himself more human than ever. He spoke about love, loneliness, the weight of fame, and the social pressure to marry, revealing a side unknown to many of his admirers. His words moved millions of fans. Can explained how fame can destroy a relationship. Every photo dissected, every gesture commented on, until the couple ends up trapped behind an invisible wall. For him, the only solution is clear communication. No one should have to guess what the other person feels. You need to say it openly from the start without fear. When speaking about love, he broke away from cliches. Love is changeable, unpredictable. It's not what books or social media show. Sometimes you're lucky to experience it, sometimes not. Phrases like, "love is a matter of luck," or "success doesn't take away loneliness," went viral online because they revealed a Can who was much more vulnerable, sincere, and far from the confident character people see on TV. One of the most striking moments was when he admitted that at 35, he constantly feels pressure to marry. Family and friends keep asking, but he insists he still feels young and wants to go at his own pace. His hardest words came when he spoke of loneliness. "It doesn't matter if I win an award. If I have no one to share it with, what's the point?" The contrast with his screen image is total. Behind the strong, confident leading man is a man who admits to feeling empty when he returns home. That sincerity struck many because it reminded them that beyond fame, money, and applause, Can too is a human being who needs love, understanding, and warmth. And as if that weren't enough, the memory of his past with Demet Özdemir resurfaced online, since she had also appeared on AB Talks. The possibility of seeing them together again on the program fueled speculation and divided fans into two camps: those dreaming of a reconciliation, and those preferring to leave that chapter closed. In conclusion, this interview proved that Can Yaman is more than a star admired by millions. He is a man with doubts, emotions, and open wounds who struggles to balance success and personal life. And perhaps precisely for this reason, his confessions touched so deeply. What also stands out is Demet Özdemir's attitude. Despite years of gossip and speculation, she continues to show strength that few actresses can sustain. No matter how often she's linked to Can, she has shown that life can be rebuilt, that one can look ahead and leave old wounds in the past. Many believe Demet realized in time that chapter was over, and I agree. Her silence and refusal to engage in provocations are actually her greatest strength. Some warn that she should never trust Can again, recalling the saying, "the wolf changes its fur but not its habits," and they are not wrong. She suffered deeply in that relationship, and reopening that door would be a step backward. Others argue the smartest choice is keeping distance, and I am convinced that is exactly what she has done. Build a healthy wall to protect herself and focus on what truly matters: her career and inner peace.
Many also highlight Demet's ability to stand tall amid controversy. Some describe her as the queen who shines, in contrast to a Can who seems to falter in poor choices. I think that image fits. A woman who, despite the storm, maintains elegance and composure. She doesn't need revenge or harsh words. Her best response has been moving forward with success. It's even remembered that in the past, Demet's mother thanked Can for helping her when she was ill. That shows their story wasn't only conflict. There were also noble gestures. But that gratitude doesn't change today's reality. Demet decided not to cling to the past, nor to be dragged into comparisons with Can's current partner. Self-respect begins right there, in the ability to close cycles. What inspires me most is the way Demet avoids mentioning Can, neither positively nor negatively. She simply removed that page from her public narrative. Some call it coldness. I see it as emotional intelligence. She understood her energy must be focused on new goals, not on fueling rumors or justifying herself. Of course, not everyone agrees. Some believe scars remain. Others think her silence is excessive. I value precisely that choice. Not answering with resentment is proof of maturity. If there was talk recently of a phone call to Demet's mother, I don't see it as scandal, but as a gesture of courtesy. To me, Demet is the example of how a woman can grow stronger after a painful story. Many say her silence speaks louder than 1,000 speeches, and I believe it. Her consistency and firmness have earned her admiration even from former critics. While Khan struggles to regain credibility, Demet preserves it intact. Ultimately, Demet turned her wound into growth. She doesn't live off scandals, but off her work, perseverance, and the love of her fans. And though some keep trying to tie her name to Khan's, the truth is their paths no longer cross. Today, her journey is independent, luminous, and each step confirms it. In a world where many are trapped by noise, she chose silence. And that silence, paradoxically, is what makes her stronger. In the end, Demet Özdemir has established herself as an integral, independent, and respected artist. Some still try to tie her to her past with Khan, but she left that behind long ago. And I believe that is the wisest, bravest choice. Not living off what was, not clinging to what might have been, but building what is to come. To me, Demet shows that true victory is not in avoiding falls, but in the dignity with which you choose to rise. And that inner strength she has in abundance. I also agree with those who say that sooner or later she will find someone who knows how to value her as she deserves. Because Demet conveys the image of a woman who is sensitive, but at the same time strong, who gives herself body and soul when she believes in a project or a bond. And perhaps that is why so many defend her so passionately, because they feel she deserves much more than to be remembered only as part of Khan Yaman's story. She is not a secondary character. She is the protagonist of her own narrative. Of course, there are always voices that try to diminish her, accusing her of sustaining her career thanks to her beauty, or of living in the shadow of others' controversies. In my opinion, these criticisms ignore all the work she has done. From her first steps in acting, Demet has been characterized by discipline, by her ability to reinvent herself and adapt to different registers. Not everyone can achieve that. She has shown that she is not just a pretty face. She is a versatile performer, capable of conveying truth, and for that reason, she retains such a loyal base of admirers.